On the item I need a motion and a second to approve the automated logic contract service agreement with Lehighton Area School District for the district's HVAC system for the high school, middle school, and elementary center in the amount of $69,581 for 1 year upon recommendation from the Buildings and Grounds Committee.
So moved. Steve?
Second by Nathan.
I have a motion by Mr. Holland, a second by Mr. Fuller. Any questions, comments on motion for item I?
Was this bid?
No, this was not bid. This is a service that we are contracting with for the service agreement. But no, this was not bid. And Automatic Logic is the company that installed and has the rights to our system.
When you say they have the rights, what do you mean by they have the rights to our system?
What I mean is they installed it, so they're aware of all the warranty. I apologize, I shouldn't have said rights, but they're familiar with our systems and they have all the information as far as anything that would still be warranted through our projects that we did. They were the ones who were subcontracted to put in these controls. I apologize.
But again, prior to spending $69,581, did we bid it at all to anybody? Did we even get a secondary price? Did we call out? Did we check them at all? Did any of our administrative people, team members, recognize that prior to spending almost $70,000 that we should probably get a second quote?
Right, we have not. They supported our system since we've installed them, but at this point, we have not got any other quote. And it is also a service, and we're not required to get quotes, and we've been very happy with them, and that's why it's being recommended by the Buildings and Grounds.
But yet they charge almost more than our solicitor.
You could stop filing appeals.
I'm going to
and
recommend.
you don't have to pay me.
Yeah, okay, good. So I'm going to recommend that we have this at least bid out or quoted to anyone else to confirm whether or not this is a valuable consumption. And it looks like it's a 3-year agreement. Price and price 1 is 69, price 2 is 71, and then price 3 is 75. This is a 3-year agreement. You're actually spending 69 plus 71 plus 75. You're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars without a bid, without a check.
It's only for the 1 year, Mr. Bradley.
I understand that, but it says right there, agreement, price, and year.
But it's only for the 1 year.
Sir, I recognize, but we've watched how these things go. You know how it goes. I'm asking the question of whether or not this was bid. Was it? Are we a good steward of people's money if we don't even
Mr.
price
Bradley,
out
we told you it was not bid, so why do you continue to ask this?
Get a
The
quote.
answer is no.
Did no one call? No one made a quote?
Thank you.
No other person with these services? Nobody checked
Mr.
anything?
Stern, I have no further comment to address any of Mr. Bradley's questions. They've already been answered.
Larry, did anyone on Buildings and Ground direct our administration to get a secondary price? Because how did they recommend it without even doing that job? Do you see why I seek your resignations?
Thank you for your input, sir. Roll call vote, Mrs. Wagner.
Sure. Mr. Stephen Holland?
You're not going to table this and go on, Mr. Stern? You're actually going to call the vote when you didn't? You know that everybody now knows that nobody took a second quote? You're still going to go forward?
Mrs. Gail Mahalik?
No.
Mrs. Rita Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Wayne Wentz?
Yes.
Ms. Joy Beers?
No.
Mr. Richard Belts?
Nope.
Mr. David Bradley?
Nope.
Mr. Nathan Fuller?
Yes.
Mr. Larry Stern?
Yes.
It's 5 yes, 4 no, motion carried.
On the motion,